Alright, what's up, boys and girls? Back here with the first ever old school style video that I promised, Tevin style videos that I promised. I'm gonna start doing these pretty regularly, and then the live streams will be coming soon. I'm a man of my word, and I'm gonna do what I said I'm gonna do. The video we're gonna take a look at here today is from September 18th of 2017. It's called Serious Talk. Right now, I need your support and thank you for it. This is from the King of Hate Vlogs channel. Comments are disabled on it. You bet your ass they're disabled. This one's only 26 minutes, so I figured this was a good one to start with. When I add the audio in, it'll probably go up to about an hour long. And then, like I said, I've got a list. Thank God I have a list of videos that I wrote down when I was doing research for To Catch a Pay Pig, and I was like, oh, this one looks interesting, or I might be able to cover this one in a live stream or whatever. So, without that, I would have probably been like, I don't want to fucking do this, because then it's more research and I got to go looking. But it's easier for me because I can just focus on one video. I don't have to search for a bunch of clips, and I can just kind of go off the top. I did take some notes on it. I already watched it, but a lot of it's off the top as well. Let me just give a quick thank you to Doug. Doug sent a little something on PayPal after part 20, just kind of to say thank you for, the work I put in and whatnot. So I appreciate that, Doug, man. I know you're going to be watching. So thank you, homie. Outside of that, let's go ahead and jump onto this video. And, well, this is post To Catch a Pay Pig. Let's see what we got.
What is going on, everybody? Phil here, making a video that, once again, I don't want to make. It's not a good situation. I love bringing you good news on pre-streaming, good news and vlogs, and good news and everything. And the bottom line is that recently, the past few months, things have been on the upward trend. YouTube, even though it kind of stunk in the summer, things are getting better now for the fall. Twitch has been on the up and up. Twitch has actually been getting better and better with, people showing up for streams and all the stuff I'm doing on there. People are loving it, and the hardcore gaming season's in full effect, and things are going good for me. And with all the shit I've been through over the years, seriously, I've been through so many bumps in the road, roadblocks, whatever you want to call them, false copyright strikes, being doxxed, being DDoS attacked, being swatted, being, having all kinds of personal shit done to me that I don't really even talk about all the time. I mean, just a couple weeks ago, I made a Twitter post, a twit longer, about, the real reason why over 2 years ago I didn't attend a wedding. People couldn't believe it, and they're like, well, why did Phil withhold that information? The bottom line is I do things for a reason, okay? I do. I share with you as much as I can when I can, but there's a lot of stuff that, honestly, over the years, I have to hold back for the betterment of everyone around me. I know that if I'm fully transparent on everything in my entire life, that people can use that against me. And I know that, wow, do I know that way more now than I ever knew before. Let me tell you, because, back then when I started on YouTube, I was very naive and, sharing everything, and all my personal shit, my girlfriend, everything, just share everything. And look how a lot of that shit kind of over the years blew up in my face, right? People using that against me for malicious purposes or whatever.
All right, so keep in mind here that he's lying. 100% lying about it, his whore. He's saying all this stuff. He's looking right in the camera, and he is lying about Kat, keeping her a fucking secret. Now, he's saying he has to keep stuff secret, blah, 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 but just keep that little nugget in the back of your head throughout this entire video. He's lying about Kat. He's legit about to beg his viewers for support. And he's already flown her in once and had a staycation. At least once. And just like we talked about in part 20, this shit ain't fucking cheap, man. Round trip tickets across the country, a flight, a staycation, meals, all this. You're probably looking at $1,000 easily. And he's about to beg for support. And then a little more in that part, or in the clip, here comes that the typical DSP bullshit of things are looking up, Twitch is improving, etc. You ever notice how things were always better in the past with this fucking guy? But now in the moment he's struggling and he wishes things could be how they were. I mean, we're going through this right now. That he's off of Twitch and on YouTube, and he wants things to be like earlier, how they were earlier this year. He wasn't begging, and he's making thousands less now. It's just, he does this every fucking time. It's almost like he's deliberately lying. Piece of shit.
And even with the recent announcement that one of the major groups that always hounded me and got into my personal shit and everything is disbanded, still, it seems like, you know, it's never going to go away. It's not. It's never going to go away. And, you know, we're to a point where I know that constantly in my life there's going to be a negative element. I was hoping that because of this announcement of this group disbanding that things were actually going to get better for me. And in a lot of ways it seems like they were. I wasn't getting that kind of systematic harassment for the last week or two at least. And it seemed like a lot of people were now positive about me and my stuff, right? And they were like, wow, you know, Phil was right all along with a lot of the stuff that he was saying or it accused people of doing. They were actually doing it. And, you know, a lot of people are checking out my streams who maybe never have before because now they believe me and stuff like that. So all this being said, all this good stuff is going on, folks. Today, sadly, I got, you know, pretty much news that's devastating if something happens. Let me put it that way. And just so everyone else, this is not a threat to my YouTube channels. This is not a threat to my Twitch. It's nothing like that at all. You know, I'm not getting sued, nothing like that. But it's something that I can't fully tell you about. And that's what kills me the most right now, is because there's something negatively affecting me really deeply, and I can't tell you about it. I could dance around the subject, but I can't give you details. What happened today was, as I was streaming, I finished my gameplay stream, and then I got a notice, and I was like, what is this? And basically, it made, I'm not even kidding you, this has happened twice in my life, where in the pit of my stomach, it feels empty. It feels like pain, like emptiness, like I'm sick, like I'm going to vomit, okay? It happened once when I got the notice, when I looked at YouTube and it said that all my ad revenue had plummeted and I wasn't getting any help from anyone about it, and I thought I was going to go out of business. That was number one. And it happened again today, okay? To the point where it's like, at this point in my life, I'm just, I don't know how I'm going to keep dealing with this shit moving forward. Like, it seems like every 6 months, some crazy-ass, stupid, fucking, out-of-my-control bullshit happens that screws my life over somehow. You know, 6 months ago, it was February, March, right? It was the whole YouTube ad revenue apocalypse and me taking months to figure out what I was going to do on how to keep doing this for a living and keep my house and keep everything going.
He sounds like a fucking fearmonger, man. Talking about the boogeyman coming around every 6 months. It's like, I don't understand how these people can fall for this shit. Every 6 months, it's the same fucking thing. It's more often now. But anyways, it's fucking incredible to me. But one thing I noticed is that when most of us act like this or do things like, he was talking about some terrible feeling he had deep down in the pit of his stomach. He's only ever had it twice in his life. It's very telling that both times involve fucking money. He's never had that feeling for other fucking situations. Are you kidding me? When most of us act this way, it's because of something major, you know, whether it's a death in the family, someone being really sick, an accident, you know, losing your job maybe. This is when we act like this. He does this every 6 months, and now it's even fucking more often because his ad revenue went down, because he got a false copyright strike, because his channel went down for a day and came back after he cashed the fuck out on people. And he's here doing emergency videos like this. But yeah, that shit about deep down in the stomach, that fear or whatever it is that he's feeling, and it's about money, both times in his life. That's fucking disgusting, man.
Going the way it was, and I do want to say thank you to all of you who were incredibly supportive, who've been coming out and everything. And everything's been good, right? In that regard. And, you know, I was feeling very positive. Everything's positive. You know, the weather just turned. It's cool here in Washington State. That's a good thing, right? My health is getting better. My throat's getting better, as you can hear as I'm talking here. Everything's been positive. And then this happens today. And by the way, let me say this. This is something that I don't know if I can talk about it or not. All right. Well, let me put it this way. I know I could talk about it. I just don't know if it's going to make sense to. That's what I should say. And therefore, I'm not going to. I can't give you definitive details on what's going on with me. What I can tell you is why it affected me so deeply that I got sick to my stomach. I was frantically doing stuff for about an hour and a half after my stream. I barely could eat dinner at all. And I was already, by the time I was already so behind, by the time I ate dinner, it was already going to be after 8 o'clock. So I canceled my second stream today. And I'll be honest with everyone. The best thing for me to do in this situation is just to move forward positively and keep doing what I'm doing, because things are on the up and up. Things are going good. Like I said, with Twitch and with YouTube, things are doing good right now, and I want to keep that up. The daily time that I share with you guys on stream and in my videos is some of the most positive time that I have in my life right now. I've got to focus on that, and I've got to keep it going. We got a great game coming out tomorrow and everything. But guys, I'm in a situation right now where, I mean, I'm being real with you. This could be a situation that's like worst case scenario, meaning I might have to sell my house and move. And if I move, I don't know where I would move. Obviously, I would want to move somewhere else here in the state of Washington, and maybe get an apartment or something that's cheaper than this house. But basically, I'm in a pickle right now to the point where, like, it's not 100% guaranteed yet. Let me put it that way, too. I don't want people to say doom and gloom. Oh, my God, it's all over. It's not yet. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm in a situation where there's a potential that things could go horribly wrong, and I might have to sell my house and get out of here. Even though things have been going good, it still might happen. All right?
He doesn't want his viewers to start panicking and shouting doom and gloom, doom and gloom. Well, that fucking makes me feel better, Dave. That puts me at ease, buddy, that you don't want me to panic and start shouting doom and gloom. Even though this obviously affects nobody but him. Fucking stupid. And back to the very beginning of it. He mentions that his throat's getting better. So he took a vacation to rest his throat. That was the official story. Meanwhile, you know who was in town on a staycation and they were doing God knows what. At the zoo, at the fucking Space Needle. There's no telling where they were going, what they were doing. But let him tell it, and he's sitting in bed, resting his throat. You know that old school picture of that cartoon where the person's in bed and the soup is coming, you know, the soup is right there, and they got the little ice baggie on their head with a thermometer in their mouth. I could just see him there. Or at least that's what he wants you to believe. Meanwhile, the whore is in town, and they're just partying it up, living it up. Another thing he said in their direct quote, "The best thing for me to keep doing right now is moving forward positively." This is the same thing he said after he failed to hit his tip goal during the most recent fundraiser. He says this every time. And I'm not joking about this. I'm not exaggerating. He says this after every fundraiser where he doesn't hit the goal. Oh, well, I'm not going to panic and we're just going to move forward positively. We got games tomorrow. And this is what he says right here again. It's a fucking script, man. Absolutely nothing has changed in 4 years. This video is almost 4 years old. In, I believe, 5 days, it'll be 4 years exactly. But yeah, guys, make sure you don't panic and start shouting doom and gloom, because that's his fucking job. So don't do that, idiots.
That being said, it sucks because what's going on has nothing whatsoever to do with you. It has nothing whatsoever to do with me. There's been no wrongdoing on your behalf, on my behalf, nothing. It's just something that's happened. And it's like, are you kidding me? Like, on top of all the other shit that I've been through over the years, now this too. It's like every possible fucking negative thing that could possibly happen, it has happened to me. It's like, what in the Bible? Now, by the way, I'm not a super religious person or anything like that. And I think a lot of people who watch my videos know that. But I grew up Roman Catholic. There's a story, was it Job or Jonah? Who was it? I think it was the story of Jonah, who like he had a life, his whole life was screwed up, and then he got eaten by a whale or something. And it was just like, you know, Lord, how could you do so many negative things to me? What did I ever ask, or how did I ever ask for this? And I guess the answer that he got back was basically, it's a test or something. And, you know, I don't know. I don't really remember the story, but I feel like that person who's now been like every possible fucking thing thrown against me, right, over the years that could negatively be against me, to the point where it's like, I mean, I don't know, you know, I can't even fathom things, you know, that could happen to me that are like not the negative thing. You know what I mean? What's the next big negative thing? I can't even think of one anymore.
Absolutely incredible. What do you even say? Jonah and the whale, or was he talking about Job in the Bible? Are you kidding me, DSP? He's trying to tell you a story and compare himself to somebody from the Bible, and he doesn't even know who he's talking about. He's clearly talking about Job from the Bible, but he's somehow getting Jonah and the whale confused in this. And when you look up Job, one thing I noticed about it is it says Job was blameless and upright. And I can see now why he's trying to compare himself to Job. Blameless. So, you know, Job, he suffers all these hardships and all these setbacks. And it's essentially what was like a bet between Satan and God that, you know, he only worships you so much. Satan says he only worships you so much because you give him all this stuff. He has all this stuff. So then God takes stuff away from him and, you know, his family, and kills some of his family and does all this. It's a messed up story, but DSP is comparing himself to that. And in the end, Job still, you know, keeps his faith in God, and God wins the bet, I guess, technically against Satan. DSP, you're fucking Satan in this story. You're not Job. You're Satan in this story. I don't know who you bet against or what bet you have going, but please don't ever compare yourself to anybody in the Bible ever again. I will. No, you know what? No. Early on, he said the problem he's talking, and obviously we all know now that the problem he was talking about was his state taxes in Washington. I believe it was business and occupation taxes. So taxes for his company. Keep that in mind for later. But he said, it has nothing whatsoever to do with me. That's a direct quote. It has nothing whatsoever to do with me. Gee, Phil, I think paying your fucking taxes has something to do with you, buddy. I also love how he points at the camera and says, it's not your fault. It's not my fault. It's not your fault. Again, I'm glad you said that. It's a weight off my shoulders, buddy. Or Job, if you want me to call you that. Or Jonah. Maybe. I don't even know who you're talking about at this point. Kiss my ass.
That's how beaten I feel. I feel like I'm punch drunk, beaten up. I talked about this 6 months ago, too, when this was going on with YouTube ad revenue and everything. I do. I really do at this point. And again, not you, not me. Things out of my control that just keep happening. And I feel punch drunk dizzy to the point where it's like, I don't know what to do, you know? The only reason I'm making this video is to let you know it's something serious that's going on. I can't disclose, or I don't think I should disclose any more than that about it at this point. Maybe in the future I will. Once I finally get a grasp on the whole situation, this is just a preliminary thing that happened today. And if I get a grasp on the entire situation and I actually have more information to share with you and stuff like that, I will. But at this point, especially with what people have done with my personal information in the past, I don't feel like I should be sharing any more than just this initial letting you know something is wrong. And that's why I canceled my second stream. And honestly, folks, I'm going to do my best. I pledge to you that during this hardcore gaming season, this busy season when everything is going on, I'm going to do my best to every day be positive with you guys and try to have fun with games. But you have to understand that in the back of my head, there's going to be this lingering thing. All right, that's going to be on my back. And the other thing you got to realize, I'm on my own now. All right, I don't have someone physically here to support me or anything anymore. I'm on my own, like it used to be back in the day before I ever moved out here to Washington. And even though I'm used to it, it's rough, man, because it was good having that support system for me. And now, because of the way my life has panned out, because of a lot of circumstances and a lot of fucking people doing nasty shit to me, look where I am now. You know, it's tough. It is. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie at all. It's very challenging right now to keep doing what I'm doing and stay positive. You know, and I'll say this. I've said it before. I think people get over it. I had a history of depression in my past, and I got over it. Not to say that it ever goes away, because depression, for those, this is the thing people don't understand about depression, okay? It never goes away. You'll always have, if you really get deep depression, it will never go away. It will always be there. That little voice in your head saying that you're not good enough, saying that you're a bad person, saying that, you know, you're an awful person and you don't deserve good things and you don't deserve anything. And, you know, to the extreme extent with some people, go kill yourself, which is the absolute worst it could get, right? You know, it's very hard for me. I'm fighting right now because with all the shit in the news and stuff that I got, it's like I'm fighting to stay positive for you guys. I am, and I want to, all right? What I would ask for you guys, all right? I'm not...
Unbelievable. Phil, that's not your depression. That's your fucking conscience trying to tell you something, buddy. That wasn't your depression. But could you be looking for any more sympathy or just trying to be a fucking victim? It's so bad. And he said the only reason he made the video is to tell you that there may be something wrong, very bad coming. Maybe. What type of shit is that? The only reason I'm making this video is because I just need to let you know there may be something coming really bad. Possibly like your whore moving in. Is that really bad? That you need to prepare everybody for and get your financials all fucking straightened out? And another direct quote. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie at all. It's been very challenging right now. Meanwhile, he's lying directly. He can't even tell you what the problem is. He's lying about Ket. Again, it's not fucking depression, man. It's your fucking conscience. Because you're lying, dude. I mean, whether you want to believe or he tries to believe it's for his own safety, but he's sitting there lying. It's no wonder he's got all this stress and all this shit. Look at all these lies. The mobile games. How much he was drinking during this time. Fucking ridiculous, man.
I'm not asking you, honestly, for anything financial. I'm not asking for it. Not to say that that shit wouldn't help, but I'm not. I can't anymore because you guys are giving so much. You guys are coming to streams, and I see it tipping, subbing, and pledging, and I see it coming to YouTube and watching the videos, and you see you guys doing everything you do, you know, to the point where I can't ask you anymore. You know what I mean? You want to know how all this could be fixed? If I win the fucking lotto overnight, then all my, you know, then, all right, not every problem, because there's still things that can't be fixed, you know. Can't guarantee health and stuff if you win the lotto, but it's just to the point where, like, I don't even know what else I'm supposed to do. A reasonable human to be put up with as much adversity as I've now faced since I've done this YouTube thing. I don't know, man. And again, I'm doing my best. I'm going to try to stay positive for you guys every day. I'm going to try to be here on stream, but please understand if I get mad or upset or angry or whatever, and if I lash out at someone, I apologize in advance because it's not me being angry with you. It's me being angry at my fucking life situation right now. I don't want to lose everything, guys. I worked my ass off. And you may say, Phil just sits around and plays games. You're right. That's at the essence of you describe what I do. I sit around and I play video games, but it's work. To come here every day, even some days when I feel like shit and days when maybe I'm playing a game I don't particularly like, or in particular, maybe a day when I know for a fact it's going to be at 95 degrees in my office, even with the air conditioner blasting during the summer months, which is why I toughed through this whole summer. It's work to be here every day for you on stream. And, you know, it was a lot of work to adjust my method from a YouTube-only style to a streaming-only style. And all I'm getting is positive feedback about how good things have been. And people are saying I'm rejuvenated now and it's looking better for me than ever before. Like, my videos and my playthroughs are more entertaining than they've been in the past 3 years because I feel rejuvenated again, and I do. And even with all the shit, I mean, seriously, even with all getting past the YouTube ad revenue stuff and my breakup with my ex-girlfriend and all that shit, I really felt that I was on a positive trend to keep going. And it was looking, I mean, was I in the clear right now for keeping my house and everything here? No, of course not. But it was looking positive, at least for the next few months into next year. It was looking like this hardcore gaming season is going to be great no matter what. I'm going to make a ton of money, hopefully, if I stick to my guns. And I'm going to be able to keep the house and everything.
How fucking detached from reality is this guy? How fucking far gone is he? Yes, Phil, you're right. You've lived a fucking tough, hard life, buddy. I don't know how you've done it. No wonder you compared yourself to Job or Jonah or whoever the fuck you were trying to compare yourself to. And something so telling in there, so fucking telling. All his problems would be fixed overnight if he won the lotto. Then he tries to walk it back. But it just gives a great look into his mindset, man. It's just money all the time with this fucking guy. He's so fucking greedy, man. All his problems will be fixed overnight if he won the lotto. Nah, you've got some serious, serious problems, buddy, that money can't cure. Job or Jonah, whoever you are. Satan. Another direct quote. A reasonable human couldn't put up with as much adversity as he's faced since he started this YouTube shit. A reasonable human couldn't put up with as much adversity as he's faced since he started this YouTube shit. Keep in mind, this dude owned 2 condos at this fucking time. He has a whore that he's flying in for staycations. It's like, I don't even know what to say, man. Reasonable humans, adversity, and he's sitting on his fucking couch looking at a camera crying, begging. And then towards the end of it, I'm not asking you for anything financial. That would be great, but I'm not asking you for anything financial. You could have fucking fooled me, buddy. Just look at the title. It says I need your support and thank you for it. Fucking idiot.
And now I don't know. And that's the worst part. Uncertainty is the worst feeling on the planet. Knowing that I have worked my ass off. I've done everything right in my power. And that is, I want to clear everything. It's a situation where I've done everything right. I have not done a damned thing wrong whatsoever. Yet it looks like I may end up in a ton of financial troubles to the point where I have to sell my house. I'm sure there'll be rampant speculation about what it is. And I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to allude to the truth. You can guess, but I'm not going to tell you what's really going on. And I'm in a situation where I don't even know what to do anymore. Like, even if I work my ass off and I do well, I can still, it seems like somehow life is finding a way around my hard work to fuck me. I seriously, I'm not even kidding. I need to win like the Lotto. I don't know what else to do. I can't work any harder. If I work any harder than I'm working right now, I will be physically affected, physically ill. To the point now where I'm still not on a consistently good sleep schedule since everything that year with my breakup and everything. I'm still not on a consistently good sleep schedule. I'm sure you guys have seen bags under my eyes. Some people said, Phil, looks like you gained weight. I did. I gained like 5 to 10 pounds because I used to be in a routine where I would be able to work my ass off and then, you know, meals would be nicely prepared, healthy meals for me in between and stuff. And it's not like that anymore. Now it's like I stream and immediately after stream, I have to whip something up quickly within an hour to 2 hours. People don't realize that usually I only have about an hour because it takes me about a half hour, if not longer, to get videos queuing here to upload before I even get to work on dinner or whatever. The only things you can make quick are unhealthy for you. Oh, TV dinner. Yeah, pop that in. It's terrible for you. Awful, you know. So I'm trying to balance my lifestyle here, but you know, it's tough. It really has. I cannot work any harder, work longer as one person. I can't do it. I'm now to my physical limits where I know I can't. I'm to the point where you saw how bad it was all summer with my throat and everything. And now finally I'm starting to get better because the weather turned. I can't go any harder. I don't know what else to do. Get a job. It's not that simple. Even right now at this point, things that are coming together, it's not that simple. Even if I went and got another job, it's not going to help anything. All right. It's to the point where it's stuff that I can't control and I can't help. And I know people are going to hypothesize about.
And there it is. That's what it all boils down to. He can't get a fucking job. He rolls his eyes and he leans back and it's a joke. To even consider getting a job is a joke. He would rather sit there and fucking degrade and embarrass himself than even try to get some like part-time work or something. Just something to help. Direct quote. I'm working to my physical limits. He said he gained 5 to 10 pounds. 5 to 10 pounds. Oh my God, Phil. 5 to 10 pounds. Unhealthy food and he doesn't have time. Motherfucker. I live by myself, Phil. I fucking take a day and I make a bunch of chicken or I make a bunch of hamburgers and I put them in the fridge. And guess what? I've got lunch for the next day. Dinner for the next day. You know, I make some corn, some beans. I just put something on the side. And this dude can't fucking do any of this. It's a baby. I'm sure there will be rampant speculation as to what it is, but I'm not going to tell you the truth of what's going on. Well, gee, Phil, I wonder how conspiracy theories and goalposts get moved, you Dipshit. Can't work any harder than what he's working right now or he'll get physically ill. That's a direct quote, by the way. Can't make this shit up, man. And then the last direct quote. I've done everything right. I haven't done one thing wrong whatsoever. That's a direct fucking quote. Delusional. Just fucking delusional. No sense of reality. Just, he's gone, man. He's fucking gone. Somebody pull the plug on this idiot.
Oh, probably 3 in particular things that this could definitely be. I cannot tell you exactly what it is. And you won't find any information about it either, because I never publicly talked about any of this stuff before, by the way. So you won't find anything about it. It's stuff that I've basically kept on the down low. And I really wish I could tell you everything, but I can't. I know it would be the bad choice to do that, okay? I really am not asking anything extra from any of you at this point. I can't. I just wanted to let you know what's going on with me and let you know I'm going to try my damnedest to stay positive, to put out positive content for you on a daily basis. It's all I can do. I have to. At this point, I can't stop and just give up. I have to keep going. But it's looking like if things are going the way that they're going, I don't see how I could stay in this house. I'm going to need to sell the house to take care of things, and that's not good. I mean, I worked my ass off to get here. I put myself in a ton of debt to get here, and it's because of all the fucking people who've done nasty shit to me that I'm in the situation that I'm in right now. And that's matter of fact, folks. The reason that I'm in a bad situation now, financially in particular, is because of people doing nasty shit to me. If I never got false copyright strikes against DSP Gaming and all that shit, the channel still would probably have been just maybe declined a little bit, but no way would it have dipped the way it looked. I'm going to be really, go ahead, because everyone loves to use it, Social Blade. Go look at Social Blade and go take a look at the month when I got the false copyright strikes. The channel was in jeopardy of being shut down, and I was advised by YouTube staff to delete the videos that had fan art in them. You will see that my channel went like this because I had to delete those videos. It came back up the next month with positive views, but then it just went like this because I was from then on I was out of YouTube search and YouTube algorithms and everything. And you're talking someone who worked their ass off to get where I was, who got fucked by a bunch of kids, and I've never been able to recover since then. Things have just gotten worse. It's a big landslide of negative stuff that's happened since then because of that, because of those false copyright strikes that I can never recover from. I don't know what else to say or do. That's the truth of the matter. Those false copyright strikes put me single-handedly in the financial situation that I'm in now, because if they never happened, I would have been making enough money to easily pay off all of my financial obligations and not have a problem with anything going on with my finances right now. I wouldn't have to be on stream and on videos begging you guys for help during bad times when things are tight. Never. I never would have been.
I love it. I wouldn't have to be on stream begging you guys for help. You fucking beggar. You deserve it, buddy. You fucking deserve it. Motherfucker said a bunch of kids destroyed his business. Probably not a fucking pretty good business then, guy, if a bunch of kids could destroy it. I mean, what the fuck? He makes it sound like he's running some shady-ass operation out of his condo, too, that he can't tell you about, by the way. He can't tell you all these details and all this bullshit. It's just like a scammer, man. It's what he is. And then my favorite quote of the whole thing, and go back and watch this if you need to. I put myself in a ton of debt to get here. Nothing else should even matter after that statement, but he immediately realizes what he said and that he did this to himself, and then he starts making fucking excuses and blaming other people for his dumbass decisions. Oh, a bunch of kids fucked me over, and he literally said, I put myself in a ton of debt to get here. And within a second, he switches up to, oh, they put me in this position, and the copyright strikes, and fucking with my AdSense and my partnership, and blah, blah, blah. YouTube told me to delete my videos. I put myself in a ton of debt to get here. I fucking love it, man. And again, normally you're not supposed to fucking act like this towards people and celebrate their downfalls and shit, but this guy lies so much, man. He does this shit to himself and then he lies and blames other people. Well, fuck you. I got no sympathy for you then, bitch. Fucking stupid.
Never. I never would have been in that bad of a financial situation if it weren't for those direct actions from a bunch of fucking assholes, from a group that planned it out step by fucking step to do it again to me. And now I don't know if I will ever, at this point, especially with what I'm getting notice of today, I don't know if I'll ever get back to financially or healthy either. Because look at me, you know, people notice I'm, like I said, gained weight. I'm not sleeping, you know. And how can I get healthy when every time there's positive shit happening, something negative comes to fuck it all up again, right? How can I? How can I possibly? I mean, I'll be honest with everyone. There's other positive things in my life right now too that are really nice, that are good things to have going on. I don't share anyone. I don't share this information with anyone because I know that it would, again, sharing that kind of personal shit. I learned my lesson. Let's put it that way. From, you know, other things that I've shared over the years, personal stuff. There's no way that I could share that stuff with you guys anymore because of what happened. So there is a lot of positivity going on behind the scenes. The problem is all the work that I put into this entity. It's not a business. It's because it's not. I don't own a business. I don't legally own a business anywhere. Being self-employed, this self-employment legacy of me having a YouTube channel that people go to watch this certain style of gameplay every day, and now to have a Twitch channel that people come to every day for a positive experience and see me have fun or rage or whatever it might be at the latest game, and to have this cool interaction with me every single day on stream. I love it, and you know, it's that stuff's positive, and there's other stuff that's positive behind the scenes, but the fact that I might lose my fucking house over something that I have nothing whatsoever control over or to do with, that's the worst feeling. Because, you know, there's things in my career, I guess that's what you could call it. It wasn't a business, it was a career. In my career, you could say, well, Phil, you fucked up here, and you fucked up here, and you fucked up here, and that's what, you know, you said this, and that pissed off people, and this person you banned, and that person became a sociopath who stalked you, and that's why they did those nasty things to you. You know, when you get in a situation when you did definitively nothing wrong, and I could still be fucked and lose this house, that's when it's like, I don't know, guys. You know?
Aw, you poor fucking baby. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. This is one thing that bothers me about him so much, man. When he talks about his own shortcomings or his own mistakes, he glosses over them so quickly. Oh, if you can point to this, and you said this, and you did this. But then when he talks about somebody else, like a person that he banned, and they become a crazy psychopath and sociopath stalker and do all this shit to him, you see any difference there? Blameless Job. Do you see any difference there? So, I mean, it's just so dumb. It's so fucking dumb. And by the way, you know, normally a person acts like this and you feel sorry for them. Again, he probably just spent $1,000 easily on a round trip flight for the whore and a staycation. $1,000. And he's acting like this. This is why I go so hard, man. This is why I have no sympathy. No sympathy, bitch. Because it's obvious. I don't got patience for people like this, man. I fucking don't. People that are going to lie to you and just try to fucking con you out of shit. And I got no sympathy, man. None whatsoever. And then, direct quote is, it's not a business. It's not. Meanwhile, the whole point of this fucking video that he won't tell you is he supposedly got some letter that he owed a bunch of back taxes because of his fucking business. Just a fucking snake, again, with these weasel words, just looking for every out that he can grab onto, trying to get sympathy and pity. He does the shit himself and then he blames other people. Fucking idiot. You're going to get a clip out of this next part. I guarantee it.
You know? Now, I don't think it's going to be anything that happens quickly. Hopefully. Oh my god. A million times fucking hammer on wood here. Hammer on wood. Knock on wood. Can you tell I'm disheveled? But hopefully, you know, this is something that if I do end up in a situation where I have to leave, I have time to transition out. I have enough time to sell the house and make, you know, do what I need to do and get out of here. You know, absolute worst case scenario, if I move back to Connecticut, I mean, I don't know, man. Imagine if I had to move back to Connecticut to the condo and I would go right back to the bad situation I was in where constant bad health because I have to shovel snow and deal with bad weather and everything, which I can't do with my back. I wouldn't have my office anymore. I'd lose all the audio quality and the quality of everything that I've had since I moved here. All the improvements, right, that I was able to do. The fact that I have a dedicated office and I could do this 24/7 and I could, you know, yell and scream and everything and do that. And I couldn't do it in Connecticut to some extent, sure. But, you know, that place that I have, that condo in Connecticut is shitty. The internet's shitty. You know, it's bad for my health. Taxes, oh my God. State tax in Connecticut is out the wazoo. I'd have to pay state tax in Connecticut again, which would be very fucking bad. And just the fact that selling a house is not easy. You know, I might have to have this house on the market for a few months, and then I got to find a way to sell all the shit in it, because all the shit in this house cannot be moved across the country and you know, fit in my place in Connecticut. That's not going to happen. Ideally, I'd like to get an apartment out here, but again, can I even afford that? I don't know. This really sucks. This is a situation where, you know, I need to... too bad I don't have one of those oil barons, you know? Abu Dhabi oil baron guy who watches my content. He's one of those silent majority people, and he's like, what the fuck? Again, Phil's fucked here. I'm just going to finance this guy to let him do his work and be happy with his fucking life, you know?
Some Abu Dhabi oil barons or some silent majority people that can finance me and let me live my life and be happy. Are you fucking kidding me? This guy is in his mid-30s at this point saying this shit. Asking for Abu Dhabi oil barons or silent majority. Again, how far gone from reality is this fucking guy? He is so detached, man. Another thing that I think about when I watch this is, how could Ket watch this and think, yeah, I want to be with this man? I mean, it tells you, you know, about her as a person, the situation she was probably in with Subaru, man. What the fuck? How can you listen to this and watch this guy and think you want to spend the rest of your life with him? Then he talks about not, you know, he doesn't want to move back to Connecticut because of his health and he might have to shovel snow. You are the laziest piece of shit. On top of everything else, you're fucking lazy, man. I'm sure your shared fucking neighbors there in Renton appreciate all your yelling and screaming. Talks about how you wouldn't be able to yell and scream in his Connecticut condo. I'm sure they fucking appreciate it there, you dipshit. Then another excuse. Oh, he would have bad internet. Yes, Phil. The entire state of Connecticut has shitty-ass internet. Any fucking thing he can just grab onto, he's gonna fucking hold on for dear life as an excuse to not have to take any responsibility. Fucking pathetic. Where are those oil barons at? Dumbass.
Again, Phil's fucked here. I'm just going to finance this guy to let him do his work and be happy with his fucking life. You know, too bad. Or again, too bad I didn't hit the lotto or something, you know. I don't know. And I don't have any wealthy relatives or anything like that that I can fall back on. So other things. Some people say, why don't you borrow money from your relative? I don't. You know, I've always been a self-made dude. You know, very rarely can I ever appeal to anyone for that kind of help in any way, shape, or form. There have been a few times when my parents have been able to help here or there, but they're not rich, you know. They're not. And, you know, it just gets to the point where, and again, get a job. If I got a job right now, it wouldn't help anything. That's the situation I'm in. So, I don't know, man, you know, and I don't like sharing this negative shit with you, but the fact that it affected me so negatively today, and I had to cancel the stream, and everyone's speculating what the hell happened, and the fact that it may negatively affect my attitude moving forward, which I don't want it to, and I'm going to do my damnedest to not let it affect me. What I need to do somehow is lock this fucking piece away, this knowledge away, while I stream, so that I can be basically focused and happy on what I'm doing, and not have this lingering feeling that I may lose my house, I may lose my house, I may lose my house, for something that I have nothing to do with.
A lot of meaty leg slaps there. Jesus, man. But this mysterious behind-the-scenes drama is the reason he's gonna snap and go off on people. He's already setting it up. Like, what the fuck, man? Then what was your excuse before this when you were snapping and going off on people and turning everybody against you? Dipshit. And then no wealthy relatives and blah, blah, blah. He's confirmed that he's borrowed money from his parents multiple times. His supposedly rich uncle helped pay some of his taxes. Of course, that was a private Patreon video, so he can't mention that publicly. But where's this rich uncle at? How come he doesn't fucking pay these taxes for you? And your next tax crisis, and the next one after that, and the one you're going to be in here in a couple of months. And we already know it's coming. And then again, getting a job helps absolutely nothing. That's what he said. Getting a job will help absolutely nothing right now. Fucking incredible, man.
To do it. All right, folks. I don't really know what else to say in this video. I'm sorry that I can't share more information. Like I said, I just know it would be spun even worse against me in a way. But thank you for your overwhelming support that I've received over the years. You know, I don't even know what else to say or do. I just want to let you know that's what's going on. I will do my damnedest, all right, to put out good content for you moving forward. And we'll see what happens. If and when I can share more details on this negative thing that's going on with me, I will try. I cannot right now. When I get more information, maybe I'll be able to. But right now, and again, there may be a situation where maybe I won't be able to work as much and stuff moving forward. We'll see. I can't definitively tell you everything. It's because the thing for me that's killing me, I've always been transparent. I've always been the guy that's been able to come out and kind of tell you almost everything. And when I have situations where I can't, that's what gets me. You know, and I can't right now, okay? So, again, nothing to do with YouTube, nothing to do with Twitch. Don't worry, all the things, nothing's in jeopardy. Everything's good. It's just a point where I know I'm going to have negative shit hanging on me like a depression, like I've had in the past. I've had, like I said, not ever when I was on YouTube, but it was about mid-2000s. I was in a pretty bad way, and I've really done a lot to fight that off, you know, and I know logically it doesn't help anything, but I'm going to really have a tough time moving forward with what's going on right now. All right. So any support you guys can lend, especially moral support right now, is fucking needed. If people could just be nice to me for a change. Not to say that most people are, you know, people who watch my videos and streams, my God, you guys have been awesome. But if people could just fucking give me a break, I need it. I can't, you know, I'm to the point where it's like, I can't, you know, you get to a breaking point. And thank God I'm not there yet, but, you know. All right. All right, everyone. Thank you. I'll see you all tomorrow. I'll see you for the regular stuff. I had to take one stream away today. I'll see you for the regular stuff. I ate a little bit. Hopefully I can eat more tonight. I'll get some sleep, I hope. If not, maybe I'll take a sleeping pill to knock myself out. And then tomorrow we're back, you know, we're back full force and see what happens. Go from there. All right, folks. All right. Thank you. And again, sorry I can't share full details on what's going on. When I can, I will. But for now, just thank you for your support. Peace out, everybody.
If people would be nice to me for a change. Meanwhile, this dude lives off the charity of others. And he wants people to be nice to him for a change. Incredible. I wonder what the phone call with Kat, or I guess, well, I was going to say what the phone call with Kat was like immediately after he recorded that video. Like before and after, but he did mention in another, I think it was part 20, maybe part 19, that he didn't talk on the phone with Kat. They just texted all the time. But I wonder what they were fucking talking about before and after he made this video. What lies he was spinning to her. What lies she was spinning to him. Just, you know, it's fucking ridiculous, man. How is this real life? And then he always talks about how, or he kept saying how he's transparent, and he's always been transparent, literally lying in this video. Can't tell about the taxes, lying about his fucking girl. All this depression, and it's always fucking convenient for him. It comes out when it needs to. people that are fucking honest don't have to keep telling you how honest they are, man. You know, they prove it to you in their actions, not with their fucking words and just telling you bullshit. Anyways, that's episode 1. I'm not even sure what we're going to call this series. I think right now we'll just call it Going Back in Time, episode 1. If anybody can think of a better name for the series, let me know down in the comments. You know, if somebody's got a decent name, we'll go ahead and stick that on it and we'll run with that. This is just part 1. Again, this was the easier one for me to start with because it was only a 26-minute video. I've got plenty others lined up already. Again, they're easier for me to make because it's all in one video. I don't have to go searching and I can just break it down. I got other videos. If you want to recommend something, you know, I'll see if it's already on the list or not. Otherwise, like I said, I got a whole bunch more. No rest for the weary. We're going to keep fucking going, man, no matter what. Thank you for supporting. I'll see you on the premiere. More than likely, I will premiere this. And I guess until the next time, let's fucking go.